it only took 1 day. Except where it gets worse. The entire exhaust is all the way off. The pipe we cut, gone. And it got drugged for quite a bit, so we got a little bit of damage. But it's right here. Muffler's over there. And today, we're going to get it put back on. And this time, as you know, if you paid attention to the last video, we still have... what do we still have? I went to O'Reilly's. And let me show you the O'Reilly's haul. Alright, so I got an adapter, 2 1/4 inner diameter by 2 1/8 outer diameter. Yeah. I don't know if that's right. We'll find out. I'm trying to think, can this come off the header? Like that'll slip into the bell spout? And then maybe this will still slip into the middle piece. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. I got some exhaust hangers because 2 of them got, I think, ripped out. So we got that. And if anything, we'll steal an exhaust hanger off the Suzuki until need be. And then finally, the radiator fans aren't kicking in, and the fuse is outright missing. No, it's blown. Never mind, it's blown. So we're going to replace the fuse too. But then finally, we have Ensemble Repair. That's not English. Flexible Exhaust Repair Kit. Yeah, so this is kind of interesting. Let me show you what we got going on here. Maybe not that this isn't, because it's not reamed for crap, but it slips in there. So we might end up doing something a little bit different. I might actually put everything back and borrow the Integra, run to O'Reilly's, and do something a little bit different. We'll see, we'll see. And I don't have her on ramp today. We're on jack stands. We're all the way up. We're just a little too low for the creepy crawly, which IMO kind of sucks. That slips in there great. What about that side? No, it doesn't slip in great. Let me show you. That's the narrow side, and that slips in really good. I assume what I'm tapping there is probably the OBD2 or the O2 sensor. Poor thing. Ruby?
Yeah.
Hi. It's 4:20. Favorite time of day. Oh, too bad I ain't got any. What you doing?
I changed something in the car.
You changing something on the car?
Because it's a car.
Did you help me with the oil last time? You trying to poop too? Shop baby!
Shop cat.
Shop bird!
Shop baby. Shop bird.
Maple!
Oh.
Baby!
Just poured out Jerry's water. Look at that, YouTube. She went down the interstate. But hey, gotta do what you gotta do. And, that wore quite a bit through. We can patch that up. That's not a biggie. Anywhere else get worn through?
No, only
No.
where I looked.
Only there. Wow. Nice, alright.
And I actually bought Charlie because I thought it was running down the interstate. I definitely do think it's pretty good.
It's been bottomed out a gajillion times.
Yeah.
Ah!
You're welcome.
Ruby got it off with an oil wrench. Thank you, baby. Alright, I'll mount the rest of the car and we'll do that bit last. The camera, so I'll do this one more time and I can edit it out later if I did. That fits in the header. It fits in that tube. It fits everywhere. This one can even fit in almost in there. So I think we got some good ideas here. So let's get it going. On you, WD-40 on you, little on you, little on you. slip that one on. Oh, this one. WD-40. The problem is that the flange was getting caught on some heat shielding on the transmission tunnel, and it just keeps getting caught. And I'm trying to, you know, finagle this heavy, awkward shaped pipe, and I need to go backwards, and it's like, nope, caught on the edge. And get out. The baby went in. Okay, so there's the muffler. It's got. Oh, there. You better? It's got 2 hangers on it. There's a hanger point, WD-40. There's another hanger point. Ooh. There's a few more. Those are dirty. Hold up. Get that mud off there. Okay. I'm just gonna. Alright. And then. That don't look right. Let's see. Because it's not. Yeah, we gotta fix that. It's getting sprayed with a hose. So this will be the one. Feed it up through there. All right. Now I didn't hit my bits. Oh, that mud stuck right to the garage door. All right. All right.
Hey, but it'll be here on Wednesday. It'll be here before we go to Colorado, which means you can bring your GoPro and it won't be out.
Hey, come here. You're not gonna like this one. I'm gonna fix it before we drive. So this is the bolt that holds your
Holy shit.
lower control arm.
Holy shit.
It's the bolt on the other side's gone
Holy
and
shit.
it's backed out.
That's scary.
Yeah. We were going down the interstate. Alright, so we did that. Time to fix some hardware. Broke out my box. Did some digging. And I came up with these two. Man. There should be one more. There was a washer. One of these is missing a washer. And it wasn't earlier. Weird. Ah, there's the washer. There's the washer. That's saying, it's like, that's what I get for letting wife and kid hang out with me. I need to get this last gasket, or hanger, or, yeah, hanger, up onto that hanger. So let me do that real quick. Maybe you can see, that put you right there? Hopefully. This hanger right here. Just go up. And this has got WD-40 on it, so it should. Yeah. I had to work it on. But now that's on there. So, now it's time to just make these two flanges. So that's what we're gonna do. Fresh bolt, fresh hardware. Okay, that's giving me trouble already. Why? Why? Squeezing here. It's probably going to be because of an exhaust hanger. But then the question again is still, why? Yeah. There we go. And since that wants to rotate, we'll go to the top one first because that's holding it in its position. A lot of times, at least when you're working in a server room, you put the bottom screws in. Those are load bearing. Always do your load bearing bolts and shit first. Makes it easier. Alright. Do the same deal. Put that in there. I need to run my gloves, all my different gloves to the washers. I've been tearing these up. Oh well, that's what they're for. Alright, we might have a little bit of an exhaust leak here. And if we do, we'll fix it. I was a little late that the 15-minute timeout got me. So let me show you what I got done. Because I don't know where I stopped. The muffler's hung from the hangers. New hardware, not a new gasket. I only got them so tight because nothing's permanent. So now those hangers are on. So now we get to go back up front to the debacle that we started with and try to figure out how to resolve that. So I'm going to reset. I'm going to put my tools away. Mild cleanup, and again re-examine, retake measurements, probably make another cut, maybe this time with a grinder. Extra thing. Well, we got this. Since it's about to die, we're going to try to figure out the exact length we need. And if I set that there, right, and if I cut it, stretch it out a little, no. Alright, let's see, I need that. I like that curve. If I can get that curve, I'd like it. Thanks, babe.
On the same side. You're so close to being done. In the morning, let's leave it up on jack stands. And in the morning, we'll run to the DFC, see what they've got for hardware first, and then maybe talk to, I can't remember his name, I don't know if you do, and then bring it down. Sound like an idea?
Sure.
Alright. Much love.
Much love. Alright, I got the exhaust tube marked with the Sharpie. I think we're gonna seal her up. If this works with this pipe, I'll cut this one and we'll make her solid. Yep. So we'll do. Let me change batteries and we'll get set up to cut. Alright, I did the same setup with the ladder as yesterday and strap and cut it. That's the cut. It's not the greatest cut, but it's clean enough. And it's right past the red mark, which gives me a little bit of space if I have to go back and cut a little more. So let's go ahead. I'm going to put you under here. I guess we can probably roll under here together. Oh, let's get in here. Ooh, dinged you on the ground. Mom ordered me a case. Wife ordered me a case, not Mom. But we have a baby, so we call her Mom. Alright. Let's see here. That side doesn't want to slip in. But for some reason, I think this side will be a little more willing. Oh, look at that. It was. It's much more willing. Okay. Yep, we're gonna drill a hole. So we might do some trimming. Oh yeah, that's how we're gonna do this. This is gonna work out. Okay, so let me maybe put your camera over here where you can, where I'm at. Maybe you can see. So I can definitely slip that up in there and sink it in pretty good. And then I can still pull it out, right? That's fine. But there we go. Now I just need to prevent this tube from getting pushed further back and keeping it in the header tube, because back pressure is totally going to blow it. So, yeah, that's where we're at. I'm going to mess with this for just a second more. You can totally watch me mess with it in case I really mess up and do something funny. But let's pull this out of here. Really, I'd love it if it would made up that way. That ain't gonna happen. And that's about as far as we can go, and we're already hitting the O2 sensor. So I wonder if I cut out a spot for the O2 sensor. Alright. Get your Windex out of your way. Again, I want to see what can you see? Okay. I'm going to try to pinch it with this. Here's the hardware. What's it fit in? 13? 14? 14? So 14 is like 5/16 or something? No, it's 9/16. Okay. Okay, so that fits well. That doesn't fit well. We'll hammer it on. 9/16, grab a hammer. A little baby hammer. Just the red. I think. Goes in that way? Yeah. Alright, that's pretty stiff. Now, that'll probably go up like that. It might run into a little problem with the O2 sensor, so I'm tempted to cut a notch for the O2 sensor. But I don't want to complicate this too much. Not yet. So let's get back into the car. Alright. On a different side today. Now, it's still the same day. I don't know why. Take that up. Alright. Really fight that guy. That might get caught on stuff. I don't know. Hey, you want to try starting it up? Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. I'm on it.
Cool. Bye.
Love. He's getting replaced tomorrow. Thank God. Ugh. I'm glad I'm replacing these. Makes me nervous looking at that. Alright, so let's get this wheel back on for Mom. And then, after we got that on, we will put on some exhaust wrap. Hi, Mom.
Hi, I'll throw the wheel on.
Plug that socket. I don't see one. Ruby would have noticed if one had fallen off, too. So. Well, you know, that's what some of it. Their tube slipped into the back as far as it can go. Just about. And then I got a good slip fitting there. That's pretty damn good. So now we're going to put this tape on here to try to seal it up. Quiet it up. I'm tempted to cut this in half so that we can wrap over it twice. And then, one last thing I need to check with that. This hose clamp will fit. I'll stretch it over. Ideally, I'll be able to get that over there. Okay. This'll work. I need to slip out from under the car for a minute, but I'll be back. I got a nut driver for that hose clamp. Here we go. So I can only imagine how much vibration that causes. Oh well. Let's get out from under here. Let's get this wheel retorqued. Let's get the fluids topped off. Let's get her running. Let's get her set down. Call it another day. cheatery. I don't know where the wheel shocks are. I had her down nice. Now I'd like to chalk it, but I'm not seeing wheel shocks. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna yank the parking brake. Not ideal, but yeah, I don't know. Oh, she left the keys in. Whoops. Well, we'll probably start her up later, if not. Make sure she'll actually hold. Or another second gear rip. Hell yo! She got a good beating and she didn't bust, so I'm happy. I'm gonna let Mom know. Hopefully she won't be going to work anymore like this. So hopefully we won't have to risk ripping off another level exhaust, and maybe we can just do a safe little road trip. Not have to worry about this. Oh well. We are turning into the house. Let's see. Well, honestly, I think that's the end of this saga. I'll probably see y'all tomorrow when we take tires, take it to the tire shop. But that's for a different video. So, have a good one. I'm so glad this is working this time. A little bit better.